In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Weebly on the iPad. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have Weebly downloaded. Once you have opened it up, you're going to select Sign Up. It's in the upper right-hand corner. For me, I'm going to make sure that I am making sure to sign up with my Google account so I can use my school account. As you can see, I'm going to be using a personal account that really I use to make these random accounts. As you can see, I'm having some problems logging in, and I'm not blaming the internet nor am I blaming the app. I'm just going bummer, and I'm trying my password again. Sometimes we type in our passwords incorrectly and we need to try again. It is not the internet's fault. So as you can see, I'm going to log in. Once I have logged in, I'm going to select Allow so that it lets me use this account, and it's going to sign me up. I decided to have no push notifications. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to be presented with a number of beautiful layouts. You can pick the one that looks right for you and the type of website you would like to create. As you can see, I am scrolling through and I am looking for all of the ones that might be useful for me, just finding just the right one. And I'm going to select a really pretty one with some plants that I really like because I thought it might be helpful. I select it. I'm going to be given a blank template that looks like this. They're also going to be giving me some options to play around with it. If you notice, the plus is the build menu in which you can drag and drop different options. The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the title of my site. Where it says my site, I'm going to tap. It's going to give me an edit menu, and I'm going to backspace and give it the title I want. Since I do not know exactly what I would like to call it, I'm going to come up with a much better title later. I'm just going to name it after my project. You can always go back and change it, making sure that I have typed it in properly. After that, I'm going to change my button text. We're eventually going to use this button to do what's called a continue menu so that your teacher or other audiences can view your entire project as it was meant to be viewed. I'm just going to change it to continue by tapping and clicking the edit. If I click edit, I'm going to get all sorts of options. I can make it small, I can make it change the color. Make sure you just play around with it to make it work. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the pages icon. It looks like a page. And I'm going to add pages for all of the major elements of my document and my project. So the ones that already exist, like about, I'm going to click on and change the name. So for example, the first thing should be my introduction. I'm going to click the next one that says contact, and I'm going to change that name. Notice I typed introduction wrong, and instead of leaving it, I went back to change it. Where it says contact, I'm going to go back and choose the next part, which I think I'm going to change and make it into the nonfiction piece. Taking a while to figure out what I want to do, so I'll make my nonfiction page. Then I'm going to push the plus at the very top, and I'm going to make one for each of the other major aspects of my project. And it creates it like so. I'm going to continue making pages. I also noticed that I would like to have it all look the same, so the other ones have short header. That means a beautiful picture at the top. So I'm going to do that as well. So I'm going to continue making pages for all of my major pieces. You would like a page for all of your pieces, the nonfiction, the fiction, the choice, the visual, all of those major pieces. When I'm ready to start building, I'm going to click the plus that says build. And I'm going to be able to drag and drop. So you just simply tap the element that you want and drag it in. As you can see, I dragged in a title in which I'm going to be able to give a title of what I'm going to put in this space. It gives you a default font choice, and as you can see, I'm just going to play around with it to try and figure out exactly how to change the font. I'm going to play around a couple things. That's the thing you're going to notice, that if you're not sure how to do something, play with it. I'm literally figuring this out as I'm going along. No one taught me how to use Weebly. I just kind of played with it. So as you can see, I've highlighted it, and I'm going to click edit. Again, I'm still trying to figure out how to change, and I clicked select all, so it's highlighted, and still trying to figure out. What I eventually noticed that there's a button that says design. And I noticed that there are many options, and this is a paragraph title, so I select it. There is where I can change the font to all sorts of things. So keep in mind when you want to change the design of something, click the design button in the upper right hand corner. And here I'm playing with the various fonts that I might need. So as you can see, there are many options you can do to drag and drop. So for example, the next thing I might do is text, and I can type or copy and paste my document in. In a later video, I'm going to show you how to embed a PDF. That is something you actually have to use the computer for. So you'll have to go to a computer lab to make that happen. You can make many things happen in the app, but that is just one thing you cannot do. So as you can see, I've got things just about rolling here on Weebly, and there'll be other things to happen a little bit later. Thank you.